side bench tub. Toilet. So on the longer video we explain why. Suffice to say, toilet's fairly well fitted, fairly stable. Vinyl's pretty well done, and they have silicon the entire perimeter, not perfectly. Venetian slat windows. The only problem with those is they let air in all the time, which is great for a toilet, but also means that's a source of cold air, or letting all the hot air out anyway. Bedroom 1. Only one power point is the only real downside in here. Window does what it's meant to. Doors fine, floor level's fine. Bedroom 2, same again, only the one power point. Windows fine, doors, yeah, a little bit of adjustment, but otherwise fine. Main board, now this gets a bit more interesting. The asbestos backer we're not that concerned about. Ceramic fuses we take a bit of a dim view of because MCBs work much better and are safer. What is a bit of a downer on this one is you still have, well, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 wires that are modern, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the main, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 through and through that are old TRS. Most insurance companies will request and require that you change those. Okay, bedroom here. That window painted shut is a little bit odd, but yeah, you could get that working again with some effort. A little bit trickier than most because of the negative detail. Window there, fairly, you know, good, functional, doing what it's meant to. And door, again, much the same as the rest. So we'll go in the backyard now and see what we can see. This is exploratory, I haven't been here before. Oh yes, the door, they put the weather strip on the outer edge there, which is quite bizarre. Actually much lower in the backyard than it is in the front. Surprise. You got some retained material around here. Gate is, well, it's a bit DIY, but if it works, it's fine. Subfloor. Okay, so they have put down something to act as damp proof course, and then they've got polythene there. This is quite a good subfloor actually in terms of access. There's many that aren't this good. And you can see stucco over timber as our baseboards, and then concrete by the front door, stucco over timber. So ventilation's pretty easy to manage in here if you desperately want more. At the moment you'd say it's dry enough that I wouldn't worry. So here's the classic. What is he? He's our laundry drain, where I said our floor was a bit damaged. There it is. They've left that visible. They've replaced most of the plumbing down here with butanol. There is still some copper flitting about though. PVC wastes, which reasonably adequately supported. PVC, that's all new. Falls look to be reasonably good. You have also a pressure booster pump on your hot water cylinder. That's that there. So you should get pretty good pressure around and about the place. Let's just go to our kitchen, because we have had the odd leak up here historically. And there's a little bit of water staining there, so it implies that we've had a bit more through. Now I'm not allowed to pull it back, but you can see that basically follows the cabinet line. So no damage by the drain, possibly some by the butte there. My suggestion would be pull this back and just check the flooring under there. As I say, I'm not allowed to, unfortunately. But yeah, in this case I probably would. I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to be cheeky. I want to know if I can. No, come on. Full formed bats. You can see that. So no, the water, that's looking okay actually. So I suspect what's happened is they've been washing their dishes, little bits have leaked out and through and wept through the floorboards, but it's dried, so that's actually not the end of the world. Okay, the rest. Obviously floor structure in general we're quite happy with. Medium fines concrete piles, actually slightly higher fines than you expect for the era. Wiring, you can see pretty accessible wiring, so rewiring's not going to be a huge deal down in here. There's our powerful pump. They have wired most of their piles off to the bearers, which is good. And I think that about covers what we need for down here. Oh, ow. Yeah, good subfloor. You can see just that little evidence of water here and there floating about the place. And I've got to put the softer matting here. It's over top of PVC, so yeah, they have actually treated this quite well. There's your mushroom, which is actually an inspection hatch, so we're small chance that they've just covered that over. Gone, what the heck's that for? Obviously what it's for is checking your drains and flushing them when they start to block up. But if you didn't know that, you wouldn't know that. Yeah, not actually for pixie men, sadly. Alright. Undulation down here implies that you might have a drain running through there. And you can see downpipe just goes into other. Ooh, that's what I think it is. Yay! We found asbestos! Yay! So this is an asbestos piping material. It's basically containing fibre cement. Not a big deal. Where it goes underground gets more awkward. Obviously keep it gravel around it. You don't want to be running a weed eater around and whipping it or anything like that. Fencing, you know, I would certainly have a gate through here because the way the section's laid out, access from both sides makes sense. Hedging, it's not badly maintained, but yeah, you might buy yourself a bit more space if you trim it back a bit more judiciously. Handrail up there is not worth mentioning. It's not high enough to be a true handrail, which makes you wonder in some respects why they have it. So, as I say, weatherboard's not absolutely perfect, but the painters did a pretty good job of tidying up what they could with what's there. Let's just stick camera. Now, power provision, this is the older style, so there's your live and there's your neutral, and then you've got plain old telephone system, and then you've got fibre. So they've got all the bases covered. So roof, you can see, was painted, starting to peel in places, probably where a tree branch or something was rubbing at some point in time. Let's just see if we can get the back edge of the roof. It was a bit too short before. Oop. Oop. Now, fairly good flashing detail on all of our windows. As I say, I'm quite taken with these windows, they're really quite good. What that does tell us though is quite a slim line. Oh no, 110. Yeah, no, we're fine. Transformer right there. Sometimes they hum. Some people notice it, most don't. Beyond that, would I have any major hesitations with this house? No, not really. I mean, simple. Yeah, there's a bit of wiring to do, but easy for access. You know, simple house structure, so easy enough to do. I don't think I'd have any major hesitations with this one at all. And anything else to say for the head camera if you happen to still be watching? Bonus content. The wee strip that they've got up there, oftentimes they're better to be removed. What they can do is rubber backwards and forwards and damage the insulation on the live feed. Didn't really talk on the long video about the gravel, but I have on the shorts, on the short video about the gravel, but I have on the long, so hopefully you watch all the video. Right. Oh yes, smoke alarms, that was the other thing. There is a Cavius long life photo optic there. I'm quite taken with those, they generally do the trick. Is there one in the hallway? Yes there is, all bedrooms are covered adequately. Fantastic. Job done with aplomb. That's it, we'll look up and sign off. That part, yes, there's always one more. Okay, so this is an asbestos containing material here as well. You can see the swirl line, that's what gives it away as it happens. No major issue if you keep the paint in good condition. No. Oh well, I was right when I looked at it from the surface. So yes, it's asbestos panel, that's asbestos panel, this is timber, hardboard, weatherboard. Yeah, don't cut it, grind it, snort it, release dust particles and otherwise endanger yourself. Alrighty.